How's it going, everyone? In this video I'm going to go over some beginner tips to help you get started in Pathless Woods, as it can be a little confusing at first. Hit the like button if you find this video helpful. The first few steps of your journey are the usual gathering of resources. Start by picking up what's around you: stone, wood and flint. It's also a good idea to collect some vegetables that might be around. Food and water are a big part of the game. It's crucial to stay topped up. You'll start feeling the effects of hunger even before your hunger bar goes to 0 through debuffs. I always try to keep my hunger above 25%. After gathering a few things, you should be able to build some basic tools and craft the workbench. Building a weapon like the flint spear is also important, as you'll be killing a lot of animals for meat. Meat fills up your hunger bar a lot more than vegetables. The best meat I've found so far is from wolves. If you have some kind of animal den nearby your base or your spawn point, don't destroy it straight away. Instead, use it to harvest meat. You should also craft a flint knife. There should be plants called common rush around the spawn area. It's used for building roofs and crafting materials. If you pull them up from the roots, they won't regrow. But using a knife or dagger to harvest leaves the roots intact, allowing you to come back and harvest again. You'll need a lot of this rush plant, so gather it every time you see it. After creating some basic equipment, your next aim should be building a shelter and bed. Your character does not like the dark. Spending too much time wandering in the dark or not resting enough can trigger debuffs. If you don't have a shelter, you can sleep beside the log fire you use to cook. I was lucky in my world, as I had a bandit base on top of a hill right next to the spawn. This seemed like a good place for a lord that's going to be ruling over some peasants in the future, so I made it my home. To stop the bandits from spawning, I had to destroy their totem. They did not like that, and it increased their hate towards me. The more the hate, the more difficult their raids will be, which occur now and then depending on your hate level. You can lower the hate by offering certain items at their tribute boxes, which are found randomly around the map. Read the description of items and you'll know which ones you can use at the box. If you're going to be doing a lot of farming or building, it's a good idea to lower their hate first, as that gives you more time between raids and you only need to defeat 5 bandits at the lowest hate level. If you reach the maximum hate level, you'll have to defeat 25 bandits, and they also send some stronger ones. And it's not easy, so save yourself the trouble at the start and just lower the hate. After creating a shelter and gathering some resources, you'll want to upgrade your equipment. There are copper rocks around, but larger amounts can be found in the hills and mountains. Your stone pickaxe won't be able to mine them. Instead, you'll need to find and kill a male chicken, which is one of the harder opponents at the start, so be prepared. The male chicken is quite easy to find if you just explore around your spawn point, and you'll run across a group of female chickens and a male chicken guarding their nest. If you struggle to find one, just follow the guiding quests and they'll eventually direct you to one. After killing the male chicken and looting the items, you'll learn the recipe to create a green pickaxe, which is what you need to mine copper ore. To create it, make the green pickaxe head, then a short wooden handle, then combine them together by selecting them both. You can make quite a variety of weapons by combining different items. When creating tools, pay attention to the description box, as that will tell you the type of handle you'll need to use. For example, using a sword handle and a dagger blade gives you a dagger, but you can also attach the dagger blade onto a long handle to make your own long-range weapon. If you combine the wrong items by mistake, it's not a problem. You can select them and demolish them to take them apart. Choosing the destroy option deletes the item permanently. Some weapons and equipment also come with effects and debuffs. The bronze armor and helmet give you good defense, but it also gets heated in warm weather and can eventually kill you if you don't deal with the heat. One solution is to make a hat. The bamboo hat is heat resistant and gives you good protection against the sun. You can also create clothes and armor more suitable for colder weather. This is important because there are some runes that require your body to be a certain temperature before you can collect them. As you start to explore further, you'll run into the fog. This can be cleared by completing the lunar worlds marked on the map. Some lunar worlds will be missing pieces. Some are missing lunar night, which slots into the connections between the frogs. The frogs themselves might be missing some feet. These are found by raiding medium-sized bandit bases, but you don't get them every single time. You just have to defeat the bandits, get to the chest and hope that it drops. After finding all the pieces and completing everything, you'll get a lunar well drop, which is used in signposts to create fast travel spots, so remember to pick them up. Signposts are important in this game, as you can get lost easily. Creating one for your home should be a priority task. Once you set up the fast travel, you can explore without worrying about finding your way back or traveling too far. It's a good idea to drink water every time you have the opportunity. Not all water is clean. You can also get containers that allow you to carry and drink water on the go. You can get one just by progressing through the quest line. As you're doing the quest line or even just exploring, you'll come across a bandit trapping an NPC. After you save them, it's important to talk to them if you want a follower. To gain followers, you need to build relationships with them by talking or giving them certain gifts. It takes a while to build a good relationship, but if you save them, you get a +100 bonus straight away. They'll try to walk away, so talk to them and ask them to join your party. At the start, try not to gain too many followers, as feeding them is your duty. They'll get hungry at the same pace as you and eat almost as much as you. Thankfully, at least you don't need to worry about giving them water. Having 1 or 2 followers is easy to manage, and they can help with fights, especially useful if you're struggling to handle the bandit raids. Now, a couple of general tips to make your life easier. If you're going to be collecting a lot of resources, you can actually switch characters to the female, who has an ability that allows her to collect resources faster. You don't get more of the item, she just deals more damage to the resource, which also helps your tools last longer. Just remember to save before you quit to change characters. Also, if you're tired of junk filling your hotbar, in the settings there's an option to put items straight into the bag instead. When you're placing down chests for storage, place them reasonably close to your workbenches, as you can access ingredients directly from the chests, but the range is limited, so just make sure they're close by. That's all for now. That should be enough to get you on your way. Hit the like button if you find this video helpful, and consider subscribing for more Pathless Wood tips. I'll see you next time.